Yes, what's going on, people? 2024 offered some fantastic horror movies, and to send off the year, I've put together a quick ranking of what I think are the top 10 horror movies of the year. Please let me know what you think, drop us a comment below, and please subscribe to the channel. And just a quick one, spoilers alert, because there will be some. Number 10, Out of Darkness. In the old Stone Age, a desperate band of early humans group together in search of new land. But when they suspect a malevolent mystical being is hunting them down, the clan are forced to confront a danger they've never envisioned. I thought the scenery used for the film was brilliant. I'd say the movie borders horror, but mostly I found it thrilling. I can't think of many Stone Age style movies in either of these genres, but I definitely enjoyed the ride and I think it just makes the top 10. Number 9, Abigail. After a group of criminals kidnap the daughter of a powerful underworld figure, they retreat to an isolated mansion, unaware that they've locked themselves inside with no normal little girl. The movie offers a mixture of comedy and horror, and it also has a brilliant cast. I think the movie is brilliant and it gives you a classic vampire chase style thriller, especially when the kidnappers find themselves unmatched by a child-sized vampire ballerina. It definitely made the top 10. Number 8, Long Legs. An inexperienced FBI agent whose psychic powers get her assigned to a strange case. A series of whole families dead in a string of bizarre murder-suicides are connected by a mysterious message in a cryptic code, always signed Long Legs. Look, I can't lie, this movie is super creepy. Some of the strange shots and cinematography used are definitely on the right side of strange and peculiar, and they definitely put me on edge throughout. I did, however, have higher expectations of the movie, but there's that culty style vibe that made me feel very uneasy throughout. A very dark film for sure. Give it a go, let me know what you think. Number 7, Alien Romulus. The movie takes us back to original alien roots. While scavenging the deep ends of a derelict space station, a group of young space colonizers come face to face with the most terrifying life form in the universe. Look, I really liked the fact that they pay tribute to a lot of the Alien and Aliens movies throughout it, and from the moment the movie begins, we are transported into the alien universe that feels both haunting and thrilling. The set design in the movie is awesome, and special effects throughout were 10 out of 10. Truthfully, I wasn't a massive fan of the human-alien crossbreed thing at the end, but he definitely was creepy nonetheless. Any Alien movie for me is a go. Definitely watch it. Number 6, The First Omen. When a young American woman is sent to Rome to begin a life of service to the church, she encounters a darkness that causes her to question her own faith and uncovers a terrifying conspiracy, one that hopes to bring about the birth of evil incarnate. This was a really good horror movie. I first see Nell in The Servant, and if you've seen that series, you know this woman can act. She absolutely killed the role, and the scene when she's having the seizures in the street was so creepy. It definitely put me on edge of my seat. The movie is brilliantly haunting and a great choice for a good old-fashioned horror movie night in. Number 5, Late Night with the Devil. Incorporating elements of found footage and documentary filmmaking, the film follows the events of a late-night talk show episode aired on the night of Halloween 1977, during which the host attempts to boost ratings by inventing an allegedly possessed girl onto the show. A brilliant piece of horror to say the least. The acting throughout the movie is top tier, and the overall experience that the movie gives the viewers is very original. You've definitely got to watch this one. Number 4, The Boogeyman. High school student Sadie Harper and her sister Sawyer are still hurting from the recent death of their mother. Their father, Will, who's a therapist, has a patient unexpectedly show up to their house. The patient comes to the house seeking help, but he leaves behind a terrifying supernatural entity that preys on the families and feeds off the suffering of its victims. This movie definitely has mixed reviews, but I thought amongst the traditional jump scares that horror movies have, the storyline was really good, and the acting was very believable. It's a movie that hits home for anyone who's suffering loss in the family, and like all the nastiest of monsters, they certainly know the victims they want to torment. A great film, and definitely one for the sofa and some popcorn. Number 3, Insidious The Red Door. To put their demons to rest once and for all, Josh and now a grown-up Dalton must go deeper into the further than ever before, facing their family's dark past and a host of new and more horrifying demonic entities that hide behind the Red Door. I absolutely love the Insidious franchise. The movie keeps to the original cast, which is great, and the storyline is very enjoyable. The concept of the further is always chilling, and like the other movies in the franchise, The Red Door has some bone-chilling scenes that made me want to cover my eyes. No cap. Number 2. A Quiet Place, Day 1. A terminally ill cancer patient lives at a hospice outside New York City with her cat, Frodo. Ruben, a nurse, convinces a reluctant Sam to join the group on an outing. While in the city, the group notices meteor-like objects falling from the sky. Great film. This was just bordering my number 1 spot, but it's just missed out. My good friend Eddie Munson, aka Joseph Quinn, joins the cast and played the role tremendously. I definitely love a good old-fashioned apocalypse-style movie, and the first movie, as it kicks off, is months into the whole ordeal. And as a fan of Quiet Place in general, I'm super glad that we got the chance to watch how a normal day gets thrown into chaos. Any more Quiet Place movies welcome my way. And we come to number 1. Smile 2. This is going to have mixed reviews, but truthfully I love the sequel. Smile 2 is a continuation of the original. This time around we follow pop star Sky Riley as she becomes plagued with the trauma entity right as she's about to go on tour. The first movie offers far more terrifying horror moments, especially when Rose is on the computer listening to the audio of her session. Yeah man, that bit really made me scream and embarrass myself, for sure. Smile 2 has a bigger budget, brilliant storyline, and joining the series was Naomi Scott, and I tell you now, she gives a 10 out of 10 performance. At the end, when she thinks that she's injected herself and is going to die at her own will, the entity just laughs and says, "None of this is real." Wow, that bit was so messed up. And then, she was immediately back on stage. So I guess that means the entity was using her as a puppet for days without her awareness. I don't know why, but that really gives me the heebie-jeebies. Well, that's my list. I'm sure people watching this will think I've missed some cracking movies, so if there's any I have missed or any feedback on the movies that I've listed, please drop us a comment below. Thanks for joining. I can't wait to see what 2025 brings.